you to an event which is happening in South Sea of Nairobi, where the UK Digital Access Program they are having a workshop there for Mandera and Busia counties. That is the CES in charge of information communication and digital economy, William Kabogo. Let's listen into that.
That they have decided to do to give Kenyan scholars, B+A students, 8 scholarships to go and study in Romania. And you know Romania is #1 in cybersecurity, so 5 in cybersecurity and 3 in digital skilling. So I tell my friends from the disadvantaged counties, we can spare 1 of the 3 to go to a student from that region. But I'm also hoping that our friends, long-term friends, UK, something should happen so that we can get a couple of these students out there, so that they can come and do what it is you are doing, and for Kenyans themselves to become trainers of trainers in digital skills. As you know, as we spread internet or fiber optic in the whole country, we also have a plan to have cyber security to have digital hubs in every electoral ward that will be used as a training center, and hoping that the young men and women who are trained in these hubs should be able to go out there and open their own digital hubs for purposes of young Kenyans to do businesses or their business in this platform. So Kenya, as we have always had, and I'm sure the chair has said this, is the Silicon Savannah of Africa. We may be #1 in Africa, but we are globally placed to be amongst the global players. And this, we truly appreciate the help that we are getting from World Bank, UK government, French government, and most of the European Union governments, and we truly appreciate. And if you give them an applause, I will tell them you did that. So, besides government bureaucracy, which we are always told we have, this Waziri, this minister, is trying his best to make sure that this platform is good for all players. Another day, I don't know where I was. Apparently, this ministry has ambassadors flowing in. So this is the busiest ministry. Because if you're not in the digital space, mazee umepotea. You understand what I'm saying? You should be on this platform. This is where the future is. And when we were in that function, one guy on the platform said, you know, the former minister. And that was Nyambura, Dr. Nyambura. And then he said the former, meaning Owalo. So when I took the podium, I told him, don't ever say that again, because you might make me former. You know, this job is good, Banaungwai, lakini, when the car is out there, you have to keep a guy there to make sure that it is still there and it has a flag. And otherwise, you may come out and find your job is done. It's a challenging job. But things should change as we go forward. And one day, government will look like a private company, the same way you have efficiency. In private companies, government should be efficient. And 2 things that I speak about all the time is to do the right things and do them effectively. So one is about effectiveness, the other one is about what you plan to do, do it best. And we are thriving to do what is good for our country in this space, and I'm happy that so far, so good. Allow me to read what I've been given to read. I have a little bit of input, so disclaimer is that not everything I'll say is by me.
That is the Cabinet Secretary in charge of Information, Communication and Digital Economy, William Kabogo, speaking at the UK Digital Access Programme workshop. And of course, he said that the government is enhancing its digitization program of its services to ensure that it is as efficient as how privately run companies are. Well, our